Hey, hello everyone, it's Mr. Truffles for a new marathon commentary video. Today I'm gonna play Wretched Deaths. Apparently this is how you're supposed to pronounce it. I still have troubles with that kind of pronunciations. It's a pretty unique game. It's a mix between horror game and fishing game. Yes, that exists, and I'm pretty sure it's not the only one actually. If you want to try this game, it's completely free on Steam, by the way, maybe on itch.io as well. And it has a very good atmosphere. If you don't like jump scares, there are not real jump scares in the game. It's really about tension and weird stuff you will see in the game, which I usually like more than only jump scares. So yeah, I'm gonna start. Oh, quick warning. This is something you shouldn't encounter during casual playthrough, but in the speedrun you might see some pretty wild screen shakes, so be careful with that if you're sensitive to this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna start a new game. I'm gonna play on story mode. From what I've experienced, normal mode is supposed to have a slightly bigger difficulty, but it's not that much to be honest. So I'm gonna play on story mode. It's not a real category for now. It might change in the future if you see like real differences. There's only 80% and all fishes on the leaderboard. And yeah, I forgot to set that up. And we'll start now. There is a little cutscene introduction where we see our character with a unnamed woman driving to Twin Pines, wink wink, and she can't find the location of Lake Imperium, which is where she wants to fish. So yeah, she will want to have some information about where it is because she couldn't find it on any map. And you will see that there will be some pretty weird uh, stuff, events. You will see. I'm gonna skip it now. I'm not on the game anymore. Actually, it's escape. And this run restart when the things on the left will appear. Now. So we are at Twin Pines and I'm gonna go to the shop, the fishing shop, talk to Mike, the shopkeeper, and he will tell us the location of Lake Imperium. Something you are already seeing in the run right now, something we'll do a lot, is exiting the game and re-entering our save. So it will teleport us closer to the car. And here we are at Lake Imperium. I'm skipping the tutorial and we will be starting doing some fishing with our very basic gear. There it is. The fishing in this game is very basic. You have to press left click to get the fishes back to the surface, and if you need you can stabilize your lure. You can already see that there are some pretty weird fishes that doesn't look like anything we know. Yeah, that's screen shakes I was talking about. Sorry about that. We'll learn more about those fishes pretty soon. We can sometime catch one of them on the first fishing session, but that's very rare. So the goal here is to get enough money so we will be securing the rest of the run. Usually I'm going for 4 fishes, but actually another runner, Nezizov, just showed me that you can do something in the inventory, you can actually rotate the fishes like this so you will have more place. This wasn't required here, but I can show you. I will just want one more fish. As all the fishing part of the game is very orangey. That was pretty slow, but never mind. That's only a demo of what you can see, what you can do in the game. I'm exiting the game again. You can sleep, by the way, so you can start on morning, noon, or night. That can be useful sometimes. You won't see any different fish, but that can be useful for having some events happening. And we are gonna buy the first lure. The progression in the game will advance when you're gonna get a new lure, which is pretty interesting. I'm gonna equip it now. The lures will allows you to go deeper in the lake and starting to see weirder creators. My god. The menuing is not my strongest part in the game. And you can talk to the shopkeeper Mike. I haven't done that because it's optional to trigger some stuff, but he told us that I can meet a fisher in the lake to have some good spots advice for fishing, and he decided to have a little swim, it seems like. Oh, that's one of those weird fishes, but it wasn't interested in my lure. Usually, that's not the new routing that Nezizov have done in his run, but usually I'm getting one fish here and then trying to go for one of those spooky fish deeper in the lake that will allow you to see how they look like. We have a all fishes category if you haven't run it yet, but the goal is obviously to get all the fishes in the game, and you can see every single fishes that are inhabitants to this pretty weird lake. I'm gonna go for 4. I'm pretty rusty with the price I can get from every fishes, to be honest. So I'm gonna be safe on that. The price is random too, and sometimes you can be a little short. So I'm gonna be careful with that today. So I got one spooky fish, and I'm gonna try to sell it to Mike, but he won't want to get it. You will see that there will be a sound effect about that. And I'm gonna buy the second lure, which is the angler. And this time I'm not gonna go back to my car already, because there is a distant voice and there is this very weird guy who is very interested in our spooky fish. This is the second seller in the game, basically, or buyer I should say. I forgot to exit and reload the save, by the way. And yeah, and Mike told us that there are some weird stories about the graveyard in the night, but he's not sure if it's real or not. We don't need to go to the graveyard, but this is the sign that we can continue in the game. I'm gonna try getting some spooky fishes. We need $800 to get the last lure. By the way, there is a lot of things that you won't see in the game. Some events, some tape recording to which will give you more lore. That's a very unfortunate thing, by the way. Thank you. Also, there is this weird guy spawning behind me. Probably a friendly fisher. This is something that you want to trigger before finishing this fishing session. The one with the tentacles can give you a lot of money. So this is pretty great that I got it. It should be enough to... It should be enough for the amount of money I need. So I'm gonna go back to my car and proceed to the next part of the game. I'm not splitting in the right timing, but that's fine. That's not gonna be a PB anyway. So this time I'm gonna go see our friend here. And yeah, we have enough money. The fish with the parasite in its mouth is worth a lot of money. I'm very bad at menuing today. And so I can get the comet adder, which is the last one we can get from the shopkeeper. And that will trigger the last event before the end. And this one is a bit weird because you will see that the atmosphere will totally change. It's very reddish. And I just need to wait for the radio. Yes, because there is a radio in the game, which allows you to listen a bit of music while playing. And it will activate by itself with some demonic voices. And we just need to open the menu of the car and wait that it activates here. It can be a good part for donations because it lasts for more than a minute. I don't know exactly, but it feels like a minute and 20 seconds, something like that. But yeah, as I said, the game is free. If you want to try it by yourself, finding all the Easter eggs or the weird events, the tape recording that will allow you to learn more about the game, give it a try. This is a pretty great free game. It's short, of course, but it's pretty cool. And also the round is very easy to pick if you want to try it. So it should be going on, turning on very soon. Now, there is a little sound effect that tells me when it will activate. So it will be on here.
93.5 The Car.
And
we're bringing you this new
instead of
band
seeing
missing
our
tomorrow.
friend seller, we'll see the shadowy figure giving us an item. I'm not gonna talk to him. You can still sell the spooky fishes to him if you want. And this is the end of the run because basically what he gave us is something named Korosin, and it allows us to go to the very deeper point of the lake. You can see it's very weird looking. And I need to be in a good spot. Hopefully this will be good. I think it is. Because you can upgrade your fishing rod to go to further distance in the lake. But we don't need that actually to finish the game. We only have our basic fishing rod. And the other fishing rods are actually very expensive, so we are only caring about the lures. And yes, we are starting to see that This part of the lake is very weird. There's a lot of flesh stuff and whatever. I don't see if you I don't know if we can see well, but there are also some human body parts. And the run will stop when the lure will stop. It will be pretty hard to time it during the marathon. I'm gonna try my best. We have a auto splitter for that, thankfully, on live split, and it will stop pretty soon. Now? Right now? Okay. 1 or 2 seconds off. So yeah, that's the run. It's stopping now because you can't go back to the surface. You can't exit the game. You can't open any menu. And you have this weird stuff here. Pretty hard to describe, to be honest. And I'm gonna let you see the ending cutscene, which I really like. It's very spooky, very ominous. It seems like that our fisherwoman saw what happened or maybe heard some stuff, and you will see what happened next. You will hear, I mean. Yeah, we meet the same fate as the other fisherman. It seems like that he also hear what we just hear. Yeah, you can see a arm here. Apparently, she thinks this thing at the bottom of the lake is God. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems like to be a very uh, ominous entity. I don't know, but something that want to destroy the world, something like this. And it's pretty interesting because it feels like that the visible part of the lake is the beginning of its mouth. Yeah, that's pretty creepy when you think about it. And yeah, this is the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed watching. This run could be pretty good to have this run in like specialized marathons. And yeah, I hope more people will give it a try because I think this game deserves it. It's the first game of this studio, I think, and it's very well made. This is one of the musics you can hear in the radio, by the way. I don't remember its name, but I think you can find it on YouTube, maybe on Bandcamp, I don't remember. And yeah, that's it. Few shoutouts in this marathon commentary video. Shoutouts to every people who work on this game. Mild Ghost Daddy who discovered some glitches. Sadly, they are not useful for the run, but that's still pretty good to see some glitches. Maybe there will be some in the future that will be useful for the run. Shoutouts to Streetback Guy for working on the routing and also the auto splitter, which makes it like very useful for the end of the run. Shoutouts to Nezizov who has the world record right now and also worked on the routing. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon. Take care.